my audience love it, and then I regret it almost immediately.
Been feeling down for years after I lost my leg.
I know South Asians, Muslims, we've always been told, why are you in media? Like it just doesn't happen.
This is where Antoniette got her cheeks clapped because I was in Versailles.
We are here with Cosmopolitan UK.
We're getting up close and personal. Okay, before we kick off, let's introduce ourselves. Tell me a little bit about us, who we are, what do we do?
You go first. No, I'm nervous. I don't want to go first. Sorry.
So, I'm Lyric again, and I am a model, I'm an activist, and I do content creation as well. So I
Don't at all.
got my hand in the pot of just about everything. Yeah.
As we should.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm a student and I'm a content creator as well, and I do history stuff.
Do you study history as well?
Yeah,
History?
yeah, which makes sense because
It's like I'm like a history fanatic. Like I love to go like on a deep dive on my TikTok. Like that'll take me down like every wormhole. 'Cause especially now with the new like point of views that they have.
Oh god.
I'm like, oh my gosh, I woke up and I am like in the plague era. I'm like, wow.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love
The plague is the
Yeah.
one.
no, because sometimes
You're an enabler for it. No content. So
no, because sometimes they're not historically accurate and stuff. But then it's fun being like, I love waking up and like dying of the plague. I think that's actually quite nice. Not
me every day.
Sorry.
So
Yeah, literally. Or like you wake up and it's your last day in Atlantis. So it's just like, it's a lot of cool things. It is really, I think it's a cool way to experience history.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the one thing AI got
My
right.
life, which I really like.
Yeah.
I think
and it
it's
makes
fun.
like I think youngsters get into it more.
Yeah,
I like that youngsters.
Oh god,
they
they
seem
seem so
the youth.
old. The youths. Oh god.
Little ones.
The little ones.
Yeah.
So I work as a creator and a presenter, and my niches are in film and TV. So basically I just yap for a living.
Period.
And whether that's online or it's on a carpet or behind the scenes, and I just love movies. That's what I do.
Nice. What's your favourite film?
Don't.
Okay.
Like, we can't do that.
No.
That's
So
a
loads
good
of people
one.
ask you that all the time. And you
Yeah,
please stop.
because what is favourite? Is it one I'm going to watch again and again and again till I die? Or is it one that's just like, yes?
Yeah. That actually makes it, because I also feel like you have favorites based off of like the moment. Like I have favorite movies that are like romance, or favorite movies of like the year, or favorite movies of like certain genre. Like it's kind of like asking them like what do they call that? A musician, like, oh, what's your favorite song you've ever done?
Yeah.
It's just like
I don't know.
out of the 10 albums I have,
Give me a minute.
I'm like, just give me one song.
Yeah.
One of your 3 minutes.
Can't do it.
No, it's impossible. I'm gonna ask you guys a couple of questions as well. Obviously.
thank
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Little disclaimer. Do you guys call yourselves content creators? Like, would you consider yourselves? Is that like the title you use?
I don't know. I actually don't know what to call myself in general because I don't know. I don't know whether to say I'm a historian. Because when I tell people at uni, I get a bit embarrassed because I'm just like I don't know. It's the way I present history. I go like, haha, Henry VIII hated him and all of that. But I don't know. Maybe historian, content creator. I don't want to say influencer because I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not influencing anything apart from people to
Educate.
Learns. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe educate.
Influencing, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a
that.
historian. Excuse me?
Yeah, but because I'm still at uni,
Yeah.
I don't want people being like, what saying like she's a historian, but I'm
Own
still at
it.
uni.
Own it.
Do you know what I mean? So
Believe in your source.
Girl, first of all, people are gonna have their opinion no matter what. So regardless of what you choose to call yourself, you can't like base it off of what other people are gonna say about it, because we're sitting here thinking that like calling yourself a historian is insane. Like,
Yeah.
it's so cool. And someone else is gonna be like, no, that's so stupid. She's obviously an influencer. Then it's just like, it's just, and then someone's always gonna have a different opinion than the next.
yeah.
So like whatever you like hearing, that's what you call yourself.
I don't
Period.
know.
I've always,
Myself.
in my mindset, call yourself what you want to be, is what I say. I might not be there yet, but I basically am in my head.
Yeah.
I call myself creator and presenter. I just put them together.
Like,
Yeah.
And also, I think as creators, we wear so many hats. We do so many jobs. So
Yeah.
I can't just put that as one word.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I fully agree. I feel like I do content creation, and with that being said, I am a content creator. But like, I would say that I'm just a creative. I feel like we need to bring that word back. I
Yeah.
feel like for whatever reason we skipped over that in years. Like we went from like either you're a model or you're a director or you're this or you're that, and then next thing you know, it was like, or you're an influencer, and then I'm like, or now it's like, or you're a creative content creator. But it's like, what about just being a creative? Like, because like you said, you put on so many hats. I can say I'm a model, but then I can also say when I go on set, I'm styling myself, I'm doing my hair, my own makeup, the creative direction, I'm doing the location scouting. So it's just like, do I just say I'm just a model and like lower myself and like what I bring to the table. No. So yeah, I think that we are creators and we are creative people, and with that we content create.
We're creatives. We do it all, actually.
Period.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's my turn. Oh my god, pants is sweating. Right, okay. Do you remember the first video you ever posted on TikTok, and what made you do it? Question mark.
Oh, God. Give me a minute.
Okay.
To reminisce.
Mine was a walking video to High Fashion by Rod. Why is it Rod Wave? Is that his name? It was like High Fashion. I forgot the name. I forgot his name, but that was the song, and I was doing a runway walk, and I did it because I was like, I'm gonna go viral and I'm gonna be on runways.
And here you are, though.
That didn't happen
But
like
here
that.
you are on Cosmo, so I don't know what you're on about.
That was like a 20. What was that? That was 2020. I got on TikTok right after Musical.ly.
I wasn't aware. Well, I did know what it was, but I'd never used it. I thought it was for like the young kids and stuff.
That's why I got on it.
We're like, well, I need to feel youthful again.
I was like, they're not gonna one up me. I'm like, I taught you guys social media. Hello, MySpace girls. Check in.
I remember getting on the app being like, how does one use this?
No.
Like, how do you... I had to look up, like, Google, like, how to
Fair.
upload anything. I got on 2020 as well, but not immediately. I would say, like, mid-2020.
Okay.
Mid to end. And I was creating fashion and art videos, like, mixing my art, like, drawing and illustrating my outfits, like, putting art and fashion together. And I still do that every now and again. Like, I go back to my roots.
Period.
Because my audience are like, remember where you came from. And that's what went viral first.
We were just informed that she's also an author, so she needs to mention.
She forgot herself for a second.
Because I don't know, I just don't like, I don't like talk. Not that I don't like talking about it, but I feel a bit like, I'm an author. Do you know what I mean? So I don't.
No, I don't know what you mean. I'm so sorry.
I don't know.
That's amazing.
I like to see it in the shops. I think it's really nice to see it in Waterstones, and I'm like, that's mine. But like, I don't know. I don't go around telling people at uni like, actually, did you know I'm actually a publisher? I felt like, no.
What's the book about?
It's a history
book.
Yeah. So it's kind of just, I don't know how to explain it. It's an on this day one, so it's like every day of the year there's a history event. So I do like different periods and stuff. So like
That's
similar to
actually
TikTok.
really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
I would,
That's
if
a
I
good way
wrote
to,
a book, I'd
obtain-
stand in Waterstones next to it and be like,
I have done that
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
I'll go in and so there's the Waterstones in Oxford, and I'll go in, and this was like Christmas time, and I was going in like every single day and putting them to the front, like, you know, like the table.
I know,
that's
that's
the
right.
important
yeah,
ones.
that's how
I
you
just
do
kept
it.
doing it, and I was like, I didn't even care, and I just kept like signing them.
That's how you do
I
it.
knew who I was towards the end.
And you see, this is why you should talk about it, because that is the exact energy that anybody has to put into like their craft, because that's what you call personal investment. You go in like every single day, like, I need this to be front row because I believe in it. And if you're not going to believe in yourself, nobody else will. And that is
100%.
big things coming, queen. Yes.
I needed
proud
that
of you.
energy. Thank you. I actually needed that right now.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, if your For You page could talk, what would it say? What is your For You page right now?
Do you know what mine is? I was a bit too young when Geordie Shore first came out, but it's now like Geordie Shore edits like all the time of like all of them getting in fights, and I think it's great. Sorry.
From a historian, you know? Can I just say?
That's the first thing came to my head, like, from a story, and like, Geordie Shore means.
I think that's what's
No,
great
it
about
is.
TikTok though. You don't know what's
I
coming.
should be writing my essays, and I'm just like, oh, Charlotte and Gaz just got in another fight, and I got. But it was like from years ago, but I loved it.
Yeah, what's your For You page?
It's like a mix between Bad Baby and Alabama and like this like messy TikTok. Like I crave messy TikTok. It's so fun.
The chaos.
And then my biggest is definitely babies, because I want every baby in the world.
People are creative on TikTok. People have started already making animations on it, and I don't know why my For You page is still there. So I'm still there.
I'm sorry,
That's it.
but TikTok has some of the most creative people. I'm like,
Yeah.
are you guys joking? I can't believe that app is free. I mean, keep it free.
Hey, don't get any ideas.
Yeah, please leave it free. But wow, like because like you watch so many things like and their original shorts. This one that I've started to like find so much comfort in is like they show you like old scenarios of what it would have been like to wake up in like 2006, but not like the POV ones are like a little bit different. And it's just like remembering what it was like, and it is just so nostalgic, and I love it because it reminds me of like wow. I think sometimes you forget like how much fun your
Yeah,
childhood
like
was.
the slide shows.
Yeah.
It's like you wake up at Christmas and it's 2006 and you get the Argos catalogue.
Yeah.
And I get so I'm just like, oh, I miss
Except mine was the American version.
Oh.
But yeah, I got like the Kmart.
Yeah.
That was, yeah.
We all had similar.
It's close enough.
Yeah.
No, but people are creative. Then I feel like a bad creator because I'll just like go on music. No, I'm not even fishing for compliments. But like, you know, when you go on music, I just like take as many things as I can, and then I just like whack it together and just do a voice over and stuff. And I'm just like, could I be more creative? Because some people are doing.
But I think that's just your way of
Not so.
storytelling, right?
I
Everyone has their own way of like educating, inspiring, entertaining. Like it's just so many different ways to go about it.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's great about TikTok because like you would never meet these people. And I'm using it as Google. I'm gonna be so real.
That's what's so crazy. You started off saying that you had to Google how to use TikTok. And then I was thinking like, and now I use TikTok to Google everything.
Full circle moment. You've just blown my mind.
Yeah.
I need a minute.
That's what I do. I'm a mind blower.
Daily day on the job for you.
Have you guys ever accidentally posted a draft and then immediately regretted it?
Oh, like twice a day.
Yeah.
No.
Oh. Never mind.
Behind my decisions.
No.
I've not done that. So.
I've definitely
Oops.
done that.
Yeah, same. I'm impulsive
Yeah.
and chaotic. My audience love it, and then I regret it almost immediately.
Yeah. That's why I love that new feature where like you can like delete it and then it says put it back into your draft. I'm like, yeah, go back.
Yeah. Stay
Go
there.
back where you came from. Yeah.
Oh no way.
Yeah. Like go back where you came from. This is not your time to shine. I'm like, oh my god. I
One
have to
day,
take it.
your time will
How
come.
many drafts do you have?
Almost
a lot.
100.
Oh,
Almost.
I would say I have about 15.
That's hot.
Yeah, I need to keep something there just in case, and then randomly I'll be like, oh,
But it'll
It's
be like
40.
40.
Yeah.
So you're close to
But
mine.
it's just random stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff that I just don't post.
Yeah.
Well, not like, I don't know, it'll just be like footage that I've put together and I just couldn't be asked to make a video. So
do you
I
guys
just left
film on the app?
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
I film on my camera. You love me a bit of CapCut.
I do love cat.
That bad
That's
boy in
too
there.
technical.
But-
I did buy a ring light, so I feel like I've upgraded in that
Yeah?
sense. But like,
She said equipment.
yeah.
I buy new lights every week just to tell myself that that's what's wrong with my content. And then
It's the lighting. It's
yeah.
the lighting.
and then I never use it. I love, oh gosh, I'm not on TikTok Shop, but I love like searching everything. Like, what's the best light to use right now? And like everybody shows me 10 different lights. I'm like, yes, I'm gonna buy all 10.
I buy so much at TikTok.
I
Shop.
do.
It's actually a joke. I bought a pillow, an eye mask.
I've not bought anything yet. Do I need to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
A ring light. I got microphones.
Oh, the microphones are so good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I got this thing. Have you seen it
They're
where you
cute.
put your phone to the wall and it's like a suction?
Yeah.
But it like makes like a vibrating like sound. And I had it in my bag once when I was on the train, and it kept like making a vibe. And I didn't want anyone to think it was like something that I wasn't, so I kept like hitting it.
Just whacking your bag on the frame.
Yeah.
What is it? Why does it make it vibrate?
Yeah.
It like because it sucks to the wall and it like vibrates to like.
Oh, like that's
suck
it's
it.
working.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it just kept doing that in my bag like over and over again. I was like, I'm terrified.
So I won't be getting that.
No.
Otherwise, you guys.
I might be.
Yeah.
Are you guys influencers? My God.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
No, is it? All right. Okay. If you had to only eat one food for the rest of your life, but it had to be TikTok viral, what would it be? I know my answer already.
TikTok viral?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
TikTok viral.
I can give you an example.
Oh, I don't-
So, do you remember during lockdown there was that viral feta cheese pasta?
No.
Is it just me?
I-
No, you have to know what I'm talking. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
No idea.
It's not. Yeah. So basically, it was one dish. It was during lockdown, and I don't know which creator it was, made this viral tomato pasta with feta cheese all in one like dish. It went viral because it's so easy, so quick, and everyone started making their own versions. People started fighting on which version's better, and I made about 20.
Oh,
It sounds
okay.
lovely,
Wow.
It's really good. Search it out.
though. Nice. Is it hard to make?
No,
No.
and I don't like the kitchen, so that's me saying so. That's me saying so.
When I was at uni, I set the fire alarm off and the fire brigade had to come, and then everyone got evacuated and it was raining because I tried to put chicken in the oven, and then it's so bad. And then it kind of got a bit steamy, and I was like, oh, I don't know what to do. So I opened the window, and then I opened the door, and then everything went off, and it was like, do you know what I mean? And then I got the chicken out the oven in the end, and it was raw.
After all that,
Yeah.
after all that,
So now I just make dippy eggs.
Fair.
Sorry.
you know what? TikTok could teach you something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
I probably do like that. It's not a food, but I think I could fully live off of that. The iced coffee we used to make in 2020.
Like the Dalgona coffee.
Yeah. Like whatever you use, you just go in the refrigerator, you get your little already coffee, and you pour it in the cup with the
Oh,
ice.
okay, I know
You
what you're
put your
talking
creamer. Gosh, that crap had me wild.
It's the ASMR videos of it when they're like, clink,
Yeah.
clink, clink, clink.
Oh my
And
god!
I'm like, do it again.
I don't know what it was, but like I just thought that was the most. I could drink that like 5 times a day. I was fully addicted. Oh, or that like new like Erewhon strawberry. I could live off that.
That looks nice.
Yeah.
Overpriced, but nice.
My friend actually went and got it, and she was like, "It's a strawberry." I was like,
Oh.
"Fair,
Never mind.
Do
fair."
you remember the gherkin and you wrapped it in like fruit winders? Do you remember that? No,
No.
don't say you don't know. That's so embarrassing. Wait. No, like it was.
Should we
like
go try it now?
No, it was so good. I got it. My brother gave me it for my birthday. He gave me this like it was a pickle, and you put it in like this sweet, and then you put it in.
Oh
hot
yes,
sauce.
I do know what you're
Remember
talking
that,
about. Yes,
huh?
yes, yes. Only because I'm obsessed with pickles.
Yeah. It
So
was
like exactly.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's nasty though.
No,
Oh.
oh, it changed my life. Right. You
I don't like the
basically
sweet thing around it. I like
Yeah, it's like like fruit winders. You
Yeah.
put like a gherkin round a fruit winder, and you've got like the tacky crisps.
Okay, yeah, I love
Put
good
them in,
tacky.
yeah.
You put it in, and then what do you dip it in? Like a chili.
Like any type of hot sauce, I guess you
Uh-huh.
want. Like but it has to be like a little bit thicker.
Mm-hmm.
Like yeah, it's delicious.
Uh-huh.
Except for the sweet.
Didn't
part.
you
I don't
just say you hate it?
like... No, I said I don't like
Hang
that.
on a minute.
No, I said I don't like the sweet part about
Okay.
it. I don't like
No,
that.
is it?
I'll test it. I'll be
so
back.
Weird, but I loved it.
And it went viral. Like it was a
It was viral
TikTok
on
moment.
TikTok, and I remember saying to my brother, like, "Please get me that for my birthday," and he did. That's all he got me as well. Just a...
That's all you asked for.
Yeah.
I suppose so.
I think I got you exactly what you want.
You asked a bit for a pickle and a winder. That's what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
So, what are the things you're kind of most proud that you've been able to do because of your platforms?
Definitely like writing a book. That was crazy. That was really, really weird to do, but nice. So I remember I was doing my dissertation, and this was like when I first started TikTok as well, because I've only been like on the platform like officially since October 2023, not like October 2024. And then I got like a book deal with people, and I'm with
Someone.
stuff, but I don't want to go into too much deal. But I remember I finished my dissertation, I started writing it, and I finished it Freshers Week of Oxford, which is crazy. So I did it like over the summer, and I think that's the best thing to come out of TikTok is doing that and doing
That is
other stuff.
unreal.
Yeah.
Wow. How long did it take you to write the book?
Just over the summer, I was sat in my uni library like every day, like with all of like the PhD and master students who were like doing like proper intellectual work, and I was just going.
Is it like
Yeah.
pressure to be able to get things like accurately?
I think because I've done a degree, no, like I don't know, because I know where to get sources,
You know
where to like do stuff, and I always quote my sources in TikTok videos. I feel like it's so important. But yeah, it was weird to write. I got like writer's block a lot because I was like, in the library being like, I need to bash it out. But it was good fun. It was a really good opportunity.
So how did you feel when you finished? Like what was the feeling once you like actually the day that you like wrote your last sentence of the book and like closed it?
I
how
never
did you
wanted
feel?
to look at it again. Like, honest to God, because I did it all summer, and I was just like, oh, I hate it, whatever. But then I think seeing it in person, seeing like the cover and everything come to life, and the illustrations, I really love them. And then see it in the shops, it's really nice to see.
I can't even. I used to always want to write a book, but then like the process of it is so jarring. That's a long process.
Yeah.
Like,
But the
shout out
publishers
to
were
you.
lovely, like really nice. I was sending them drafts, and they were like, yeah, blah blah blah. So it was really nice in that sense. Like I didn't feel stressed. It was just stress, like getting it
Getting it out.
done at a certain time. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. What about you guys?
Were you proud of?
I would say I'm proud of the community that I've created. Like, I think I've been able to reach so many people from so many different walks of life who have been able to find this, like, I don't know how you say, like, similarities with complete and utter strangers. Like, I've had people who are able-bodied, who are, like, have limb difference, who are amputees, who are just from all walks of life being like, this has made me feel like I'm doing myself a disservice in this world by hiding myself. And it's just like, wow, like that is probably the biggest and best thing that's come out of my platform. And it's also allowed so many people to feel like comfortable. Like I've had people email me like photos of like their little babies who were just like born without like some of their limbs and things. And they used to start off very like sad, but I can tell I've been able to like notice the shift where people are now starting to feel like almost excited for their kids' future because they're like, I know my kid's going to overcome this. I know that that they're also going to have something like an example to push them forward. And that it's so amazing because it's not just inspiring the future children, but it's also inspiring the parent to, install these things in their child. And to me, that is such a blessing to be able to have a platform that is something that truly gives back and it keeps going. And I think it's something that will last throughout generations because it's really impacting like the person. Like these aren't just celebrities or influencers or people that like want something from me or anything. Like they are just like, I feel full off of you being yourself and like putting this out there.
That must feel super rewarding.
Yeah. It feels really, I think
Yeah.
now, once I got over it feeling like a lot of pressure, I realized that like there's no need to feel like a crap ton of pressure because these people are finding solace in my platforms because I am just before I had this pressure, I was just being me and I was just like putting out this work. So they're not asking me to be anything else than what I've been, and I have to remember that. And like the second thing, if I could just add on, is that I've been able to gain so much that they have gained from me. So like it's really like we just bounce off of each other. Like I have people who reach out to me on moments where I have been doubting myself or like maybe I didn't get a job or I didn't get this and I'm just like, oh, like this is all pointless. And then you have someone reach out and they're just like, just want to let you know, like I have been feeling down for years after I lost my leg in something. And I just want to say thank you because like I'm actually going to put on makeup today. I'm going to go outside. I'm going to like take my hand out of my pocket. I'm going to wear shorts. And it's just like, okay, it's fine that I didn't get the job. Like, it's cool. Like, fair enough. Like, and these people, like, they think that I'm inspiring them and they are genuinely inspiring me every single day to, like, keep going. So it's a nice, like, bounce on back.
That's so wholesome.
Your turn.
Yeah.
So I'm going to leave.
I know, I feel mine is like, I want to change my answer.
I feel like
No,
mine
yours is
is
great. Yeah.
Mine sounds really superficial, but I feel like I'm quite proud of the fact that I've made my childhood self very happy.
Absolutely.
It's so
Super
selfish.
No, it's not.
But yeah, I think my childhood self would be screaming right now, which I'm really thankful for. I'm really grateful because my audience are basically me. If that like we're the same people and we're kind of grown together, and any opportunity that I get, they celebrate with me, or anything that they want, I will help them. It's like same, I think the same back and forth. And I grew up just being a true fangirl of film and TV and every show like Sherlock and BBC Merlin and Doctor Who, like growing up on those things, and then like Marvel and Disney, and just being such a fan. And I guess not seeing people like myself in media at the time, I was kind of like, well, I have to do it myself then, don't I? Yeah. So I think my audience loved that, and I now starting from that child who was queuing at the barriers of a premiere, like waiting to see a glimpse of their favourite person, now on the other side of the premiere is kind of, I think every day I'm there, I get like kind of starstruck every single time. So yeah, even things like, I don't know, hosting the BAFTA red carpet was just a moment where I was kind of like, hang on a minute, what's going on? So yeah, I'm really, really grateful. And my audience are amazing. They're just fangirls with me. We all just cry together. They humble me. Sometimes they're like, girl, calm down. And I need that. I'm not gonna lie, I need that. Yeah. So thanks, guys. And then sometimes they encourage me. And sometimes they're like, oh, why don't you try this? And I was like, I didn't even think of this. So yeah, I think I'm quite proud of the fact that I've been able to make my childhood self happy and hopefully give other people, especially, I don't know, South Asians, Muslims, anyone who we've always been told, you like, why are you in media? Like, it just doesn't happen. But what do you mean? Like, we watch movies too.
Yeah, I was like, I don't understand that. Why wouldn't you be in media?
It doesn't make sense, right?
Yeah.
We also watch films.
Yeah. We also exist in this world.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why they'd say that.
Exactly. So it's really nice that my audience are able to kind of see like, oh, this is possible. And whether it gives back, you know, either education of, okay, here are films you can watch, here are TV shows you can watch, or it's inspiring people to get into film and TV creation themselves, or taking them behind the scenes on things they've not seen, or just entertaining them with a fun interview with an actor, sorry. And I just love it. I can't complain. I just love it. Yeah.
That's so cute.
Oh my
Did you
God.
expect to fall into it?
Absolutely not. I always wanted to, but I never knew that this was the route I would, or how I would go about it. And even when I landed my first interview, I kind of screamed for about 6 hours because, like, what do you mean? What do you mean me making a video for 2 minutes on an app randomly in 2020 and they've got me to interview, like, the cast of Moon Knight? What are you talking about? And I watched these interview junkets, like, growing up. I watched journalists do them. So the fact that I got the opportunity to do it, I was like, there is no way. But then I did it, and I realized, oh, I love this. And like once, like I know my stuff, so you just know your thing, know what you're talking about, be a fan, like actually enjoy it, and then love it. And that's what it was, and I just never shut up since.
Period.
Yeah.
And you better not ever.
Thank you. She's gonna keep going. You're gonna regret it.
Period. What has been your biggest pinch me moment in your career?
Oh, don't ask me. I don't know. I don't know yet. I don't know. I've learned this so much. I think being nominated for Educator of the Year for TikTok, that was really
Period.
crazy. I remember I
Oh,
was...
was that the awards? The Star
Yeah,
Awards?
that
Oh
was
my god, I
the
was there too. Sorry.
Congrats. That was really weird. I remember I was in like the posh Oxford Library, and I was just like going around it, and then I got an email, and I was like, oh, that's a spam email. That's so weird. So that was it was really lovely to feel like, I don't know, acknowledged and stuff, because I hadn't been on the platform for that long, and it was weird that people knew who I was, like to be able to nominate me. So that was weird. Yeah. And yeah, that was nice, and like being there at the event and like seeing so many people that I've watched on TikTok, like in real life, like that was really crazy as well. It was just a lovely night. I really enjoyed it.
That would be really surreal. Yeah, just like surrounded by everybody that like think, oh God, you are in my saves.
Yeah, like I could pull up your video right now and be
Right
like,
this second. Yeah. God, that's
Yeah.
yeah.
That's weird. It's really weird, but it's nice because, like, I don't know, sometimes I just feel that people, not that they don't watch my videos, but because it's like online and it's not real, like I'll see, like, if a video gets like 1 million views, I was like, no, 1 million people haven't actually seen it, like that's not real. But like they do watch it, and I still can't comprehend that people watch my stuff.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what?
Especially that many, like that's hard to comprehend.
and it's crazy because sometimes people will be like, oh, I only got like 10k views. That's like, oh, and you're like, but do you understand that's 10,000 people?
Yeah.
Like that's 10,000 people that have seen your work. That's, yeah. So it's comprehending that is crazy.
I've seen that one photo where it's just like, this is 100 people in a room. This is 1,000 people in a room, and you're mad because you only got like you said, 10,000 likes, and it's just like, yeah, oh God, and most people are afraid to speak in front of 50 people.
Yeah.
And they want 1 million and something views. It's like, okay,
who are we?
Yeah, it's like, God. But yeah, I definitely feel you with that.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's hard to internalize that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's lovely to see it, and like to see so many people commenting and being like so nice all the time, which is it's so pleasant to see. Encouraging. Like I want to do GCSE history, I want to do A-level history, or I haven't studied history in ages, and you're like making it more like fun. I think that really is lovely to read all the time. I like.
What's your biggest pinch me moment?
I'm just gonna say my biggest pinch me moment of this year, because I have a lot of pinch me moments. God's been good. My biggest pinch me moment this year was doing Good Morning America, having them interview me was
it live as well?
Yeah. I didn't know it was going live though, so I just got like a flood of DMs, like just saw you on TV. I was like, huh? I was like, surely it's not what I think, because you guys would have told me. Like, no. But that was definitely my biggest pinchy moment, and it's weird because in the moment of shooting it, they like followed me around for a few hours, and I'm such a late register. Like, it takes me forever to register what just happened. Like, so I didn't put it together until like maybe a week after I had already left New York, and then they had went live with it on Instagram first, and I got to watch it. I watched like 4 times, didn't register. And then one day, like, I'm watching it and I'm just like, wow, like, I just did an interview on national TV. Like, that's actually,
You did that.
yeah, like that ate down. Like, that really, like,
Yeah.
sometimes you just gotta be like, humble queen, but I ate that up. Like, you know?
Yeah.
And it really was so nice to, like, see, because there's not many times, if I'm being honest, that I feel inspired by myself. And though, like, when I've stopped and watched it, I got, like, a little bit of a glimpse of, like, okay, like, I am pretty inspired. Like, I feel inspired by what I just said, in the sense of, like, I feel motivated by where my life has gotten to, like, be like, you know what? You've gotten here. Like, you can keep going. You got this. Like, so it's nice. And it's also nice to have it as, like, a keepsake. Like I can always go back and like have that moment whenever I'm doubting myself.
In the archives.
Yeah.
What a
I
moment.
know, that's crazy.
So
I
that's-
always feel like you have imposter syndrome.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I created Imposter.
Yeah. Same. I'm a connoisseur of that.
Yeah.
It's such a shame that I think a lot of creators do. It's such a shame because
Yeah, absolutely.
if you guys told me that you feel it, I'm like, what do you like? Why would you feel that? But I feel the same. So it's, yeah, I think it's a universal feeling, which is such a shame.
Like
because
a
of
lot of
course
stuff
it
like
is.
doesn't sink in. For
Oh.
like when I get like really good opportunities, I'm like, but why?
Yeah,
But not why, because like yeah.
Yeah,
But, like,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
I question everything,
Yeah.
which is a problem.
Yeah. I'd be
Probably
like,
shouldn't.
I'd be trying to be like, oh, I'm so grateful, thank you, and then at the same time, I'm like, I don't deserve this.
Yeah,
Like, why do I have this? Like, this isn't. Yeah.
yeah.
My managers make fun of me all the time because they're always like, you gaslight yourself about not being hard enough on yourself. I'm like, that's so funny.
It's a good way to put it.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not hard on myself. They're like, you're literally gaslighting yourself about being hard on yourself. I'm like, don't know what you're talking about.
It's one of those like. Sometimes I'll sit there. I think there's such a fine line between, like, imposter syndrome and then realizing why you're there. I think, and I have to remember why I'm there in the first place or how I got there. But I think even given any opportunities, I'm like, but why is it? Because I'm ticking your box. But then I'm like, you know what? I'll tick your box. A win is a win. I'll do it.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you just have to, like, that's the only way I can just kind of get past it. But imposter syndrome is so real.
But I think sometimes, imposter syndrome is real, but I do think that it's not something to find like a comfort in. I think that
Yeah,
it's something to
agreed.
definitely like encourage other people to not get stuck in, because
Agreed.
I'm sure you didn't get your book by just like waking up one day and be like, I have all this knowledge in my mind. Like
No.
you studied for that. You worked hard for it. Like you just said, you were in the library with everybody else who were studying these intense things, and you were right there with them every single day. You went to the bookstore and you put your books out. Like you put the work in. Now, I can imagine like it's still crazy to think that you can put in work and actually get the result you want. I think that's where the imposter syndrome strikes. But same with you. Like you've wanted to do this your entire life. Like you put the work in. You didn't just like go to sleep, wake up to a phone call and be like, yeah, okay, I'll interview them. Like, no problem. No, like you put yourself out there. You got online. Like that's not an easy thing to do, especially if it's not like overly promoted for the Muslim culture and things of that nature. So like, and likewise, I've worked multiple dead-end jobs in Los Angeles, lived by myself, and like left my family in another state and now another country. So we've all definitely put the work in.
Yeah.
And I think it's important to like, it's definitely important to be humble and like, not, whatever, but definitely also appreciate.
Acknowledge hard work. Yeah.
No, but a lot of the time I'm like, am I doing enough? Am I doing all of this? Am I doing it right? But then I think like, now I'm here, this is crazy, I'm at Cosmo. Then like this time, that's true, but like whenever I was working in a coffee shop, I was working in restaurants, and now I'm doing stuff like this. Like I was like dreaming of being able to do history. Like
Who knew TikTok would make a job?
I know.
Like a job this insane as well, like this unreal.
Especially because it didn't even exist a couple of years ago.
It's so new, it's so fresh. I'm like trying to convince my mum I have a job, like a real job.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I promise you I do.
I've had people being like, so what do you want to do?
Yeah.
What
So
do you wanna
what's
do?
yeah. I'm doing it, darling. I'm doing it, darling.
Yeah.
I think my biggest pinch me moment was probably, interviewing Denzel Washington, because
I love him.
yeah, exactly that. And I think I was genuine. Like people always ask me, like, do you get nervous before them? And I'm like, oh, I get a little bit of a tummy feeling, because if I don't, that means something's wrong, and it's because I care. But with him, I was outside that room like quivering, like I was on 6 coffees, and I don't drink coffee, so I was just there like, what am I going to say to this man? Knowing full well he's done 5 days of press, he's tired, But it was just an amazing time where we just went with the flow, and it also hit me in that moment, like, oh, maybe I'm actually good at what I do. Like, maybe I am okay, actually. And at the same time, I was just having a great time with him, like an icon, a legend, who seemed to be enjoying the time. And he gave such good advice that, like, my audience loved, but I'm writing down myself. So yeah, I think interviewing specific talent, or like Zendaya, or someone that people I've always looked up to, and then they're just speaking to me like a casual person, that's always pinch me moments.
Yeah, I once ran into Zendaya in Los Angeles, but she was in a stationery store, and I ran up to her. I was like, I love you so much. And then I got nervous and turned away. And she was so cute. She was like, I'm sorry, thank you, but like, what's your name? I was like, oh, you're so cute. You're not going to remember it, but it's Lyric. And she's like, oh, how nice to meet you. I was like,
What an ethereal woman. What an ethereal woman.
I love that. That's such a flex.
No.
I've never seen it in real life. No, one person that I met that was famous was, what you call Debby Ryan.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
A legend.
Yeah, legend,
Icon.
a legend, icon, all of it.
I was working at like a music festival thing and I was getting set lists like from behind the scenes and I knocked on 21 Pilot's door and I didn't realise that she's going out with one of the pilots or whatever. So she opened the door and I didn't know what to say. I was just like, oh, Nat, like you're from Disney Channel. And like, no, it's
I know
so
you.
embarrassing. I was like, have you got a set list? I just stood for like 5 seconds and she's like, are you okay? And I was like, I've got a set list. And she's like, oh, I'll walk you to the manager. And all I could say to her was, are you from Disney Channel? And she said, yeah. And then it was just awkward silence for about like 3 minutes. It was so bad. But she was so nice.
That's very Debby Ryan coded.
Yeah, she would have loved that. You just gotta.
And this was years ago and I still think about it a lot.
She probably does too.
Yeah.
No, don't. Right, between us, we have close to 1.5 million followers on TikTok. Do you ever sit back and think how wild that is? Yeah.
Whoa.
I didn't think about it.
Yeah, I didn't think about it.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird to be able to like remove your worth from a number, you know?
Absolutely.
And I've had to do that from the start because it's like, well, my worth is not dependent on a number. But when you deep it, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's like, it's weird because like I try, it's like you try to like not think about the numbers because then I don't want to be in competition with myself because I, oh my God, I'm my biggest competitor and it's scary.
So,
Like, and so if I had a video that I looked at and it was at like 72 million views. I thought it,
22 million?
yeah, I thought it was at 72,000 and I was like, oh, okay, the video is doing good. Kid you not, I start like seeing like an inflood of comments so that I'm just like, you know, keep looking at it. And it wasn't until like, I don't even know how long later that I realized it said 72 million. I'm like, taking my leg off and changing in the street. What I do.
Iconic! Iconic!
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen, yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
It's just
And you saw
some
that M and you were like, huh?
little things that, yeah, because I was like, oh, that makes sense.
You're like, obviously.
And
course.
no, I
Of
was
course.
not. I was like, okay, because you know what? I was like,
Yeah.
I wasn't even a fan of that video for it to have gone so big, and then the videos I was like, oh, I love this one. So it's definitely gonna go big. Went like a couple 100,000. And I was like, okay.
The thing, it's always the ones you don't expect.
It's
Always the ones you don't expect.
Always the ones you don't expect.
And I don't think it's about following because, like, they always tell us that it's about the quality of the content, making high quality content.
Yeah.
And it's true. You can go viral overnight. It just,
Yeah.
I don't think your following matters.
It's weird. I think especially when I started and I was making videos, but I had one go viral like January time and it's always the intros and stuff. So like I think the intro was something like, this is where Marie Antoinette got her cheeks clapped because I was in Versailles and it got 3 million. But like I'm desensitized to it now. But when it was like at the beginning.
Sorry. Hang on.
Sorry. But when it was at the beginning of like posts and stuff like that, and I'd have like people like my dad finding it, people like friends and family.
Wait, this was your post?
Yeah. But like when I first started posting them, I blocked everyone at uni and I blocked all of my friends and family because I was like, this is actually so embarrassing.
It's one of those like you don't need to see this.
You don't need to see it. But again, I'm not bothered now.
Yeah.
Bro, that's hilarious. I'm gonna search that in my, and that's why I love that about TikTok. You guys can tell me one thing that's in your video, and all I have to do is search.
Yeah, and bam.
Cheeks. Well, I'm not gonna read it. Yeah. I hope that probably won't pop up once. Moving on.
Do you find that there is a pressure to always be capturing content or always being like chronically online, and how has that impacted you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the time.
Also, yeah.
Especially when I go to like National Trust houses and museums because I love going to them anyway. Like I've been dragged around like stately homes since I was 7. I used to hate going around because I wanted to play on like Nintendo dogs and my parents would be like, come on, it's a Sunday, like let's go outside. But I love going to them now, but I always feel like, do I need to be making something and like is there something interesting enough to make? But I don't know because it's not the end of the world because I will be recording stuff anyway just for me. So
I feel like it is. I'm chronically online anyway.
Yeah.
And then just to stay on top of things. But I can't watch a film in peace anymore.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. Because I think watching film and TV was my escapism. And now that it's become my work, I cannot sit the same and watch it normally, which at first I was really annoyed about. I was like, now I have no form of escapism. But actually, it's helped me really understand film way more.
Yeah.
So I guess I kind of take it in a different way, is kind of the way I look at it now. But yeah, chronically online means, what is my hobby? What is my peaceful time? Why, when, there's always like, oh, I haven't posted in like 3 days. No, what are you talking about? Just post when you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm definitely chronically online. I think my issue isn't even like, I always, like you said, I like to take pictures and do these things for myself. But I think where I start to get chronically online is like, if I'm at an event and I see people just like so effortlessly like have these ideas of content that they're going to shoot, that's when I'm like, okay, I will
Maybe
sit on
doing something.
Well, I'll sit on TikTok for like hours just like finding inspo so like I can have this stuff ready for the next event. And I think that's when like the chronicness comes on. But other than that, like I'm chronically, I guess I am and I'm not. Like I can put my phone down for sure. Because I feel like especially once I post. Once I post
Post
I
and
can
leave
throw
for a minute.
phone-
Yeah, me too. I'm like, oh.
I can throw into the ocean. Like I don't want to look at it. I know I can't look at it. I have this like theory where it's like I don't know if you guys have seen where it's like, oh, like me as a kid like trying to ignore the computer loading so it
Oh, yes, it goes faster. Yes.
it's literally
Just post it and throw the phone.
I'm like, oh my gosh. Like no, I can't. I literally
Yeah.
I feel like I'm constantly on my phone. It got to a point because obviously I have to do uni work as well. I bought this like phone jail and I bought a Nokia as well. Have I used it? No. No, I haven't.
Phone jail.
Phone jail, and you have to put it in and it won't let it open.
Oh, I know what
like,
you're talking about. Yeah.
And I bought a Nokia. I bought a SIM plan as well. I went into Mullican and went, right, I want this. I spent like 30 quid.
Dedicated.
Never used it.
Yeah.
I've texted people on it. I've texted my friends being like, hi, LOL. And I've got a new phone.
No.
Yeah.
I feel like I've had to learn to just put my phone away, and it's fine. Like now I'm used to it, and now I only share things when I want to. So if I get excited about a show and I'm like, oh my god, I need to talk about this, I'll just naturally. But I've had to learn. I've had to literally tell myself, okay, unlearn and learn. It didn't come naturally, otherwise I would be addicted.
I think also like when I want to be online, like when I want to be on TikTok, I am very like if I don't feel like looking at stuff that will pertain to my career, that's when like I would just search like my favorite like little family and then like I'll just like go on a deep dive on theirs and then like that'll remind me of something else and then I'll go on to like that wormhole. So then I'm on like a completely different like side of TikTok instead of being on like the side of TikTok that makes me think about work.
Yes, it's like work and personal, putting the boundary.
Exactly. Because like you really can be so many different girls on TikTok.
Yeah, 100%. I'm on anglerfish TikTok. You know what I mean? Like
exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! On my way here, I was watching. I don't know how I got into this part, but it was like soldier tap outs, like when you're in the army, and like so you can't move. So when you're done with your like boot camp or something of that nature, and you've completed it, your family comes in, like all the soldiers stand and like they stand extremely still. They can't smile, they can't cry, they can't do anything, and they can't move until they get tapped out. And I was like, I know if I start watching this, I'm gonna cry. I don't know why I started. And then I ended up getting to one where it's just like, if you don't get tapped, like if you don't have family to tap you out, like what happens? And then they're like, oh, you stand there. But like, then there's like this little boy who walks up to one of the soldiers and he wasn't in his family, but he didn't have family. So he tapped him out. And I was like, yep, nope, not going to watch it. I'm going to start crying. I know my Uber driver was like looking like, oh,
you good?
Get it together. I was like, sorry.
That's a good way to separate though from your like life and work and you're still on the app kind of thing.
Yeah. I didn't even think about the fact that I was coming to an interview. I was too busy trying not to cry. If you could bring back one discontinued TikTok trend, which one would it be? I will say I heavily miss dance TikToks. Like, I miss the really cringy ones, though. Like, the ones where you didn't really dance. It was just, like, upper body, like, doing hand stuff. I'm like, I didn't even have hands. And I was like, I want to do this.
Bring
like,
back the cringe.
Please. And, like, the ones, like, there's, like, that one where it's, like, I'm a ghost. And it was like, use the filters. I was like, yes.
That? What? Are you pages there? What?
It was like, you know, like Charlie D'Amelio and all them Nancy.
Never came up on my TikTok ever.
They didn't even have to come up on mine because I would search it.
You'd be like,
I was like, I'm too grown to be all up in y'all business, but this is so interesting. Wow. Bring back dance.
Bring back dance.
The cringy version, though. And like, now the dance trends
That's
are too
good.
far.
They're too good.
I'm like, oh, this is like actual dance TikTok. Like,
I can't do that.
Yeah, I don't want
Yeah, too much.
Yeah.
This isn't my feed page, but yeah.
Mine too. I'm trying to think of trends that happened.
There's mukbang trends. That was a thing for a while. I think they're still.
Mine are still there. Yeah, that's still there.
Oh my gosh! Wait, what about that one? This one isn't really a thing anymore. Like that NPC one, like when people go on live and be like,
oh my! I don't think that should come back.
no,
That's my personal opinion.
no. I don't know why that was ever there.
I was a bit scared. They're talented, like too talented that I'm anxious.
I think
I remember, I think she was like Polish or something. Do you remember her? And she was like, I don't know, she was in a park or something.
In the
Just
park?
so, like, she was doing it in real life as well.
They all did.
Listen,
that
they
in
were
real
getting
life.
gifts. They were getting the bag. So fair enough. You do you.
Freaked me out. I was like, this is a cry for help. We have to stop this. We have to. We as a collective need to cut this out.
I'm like, you do you to get your money.
yeah.
I don't need to watch it.
Oh gosh, they have so many viewers.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's insane. But I mean,
Maybe I need to go live.
I've never gone like, I'm scared. I'm actually scared to go live.
Why?
I don't know. I'm just scared.
I love your accent.
Oh,
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
Have you gone live?
Yeah.
I've gone live, but it's not often. I've gone live when I'm like hosting a premiere or something.
Yeah.
So I'm not like looking at it. It'll be the team looking at it.
It just feels so
can't-
much better because you're live and it's like.
I used to go live when I wanted to talk about like messy drama, and like I didn't want it to be like on my feed.
I love messy drama
Yeah.
lives.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
just
I
talk
never
about
know
this now.
what's going on, but if there's tea, I'm like sat.
Yeah.
Don't know who you're talking about, but I'm there.
Because like then I don't care if it's like one person watching. So I'm like, okay.
It'll be me.
Even less digital footprint trail.
Ooh.
No one will remember I said it. Your turn.
Oh, okay. Thanks. I feel I didn't answer the question. Oh, it's fine.
Oh yeah.
Neither did
You
I.
didn't
Answer
know.
is I don't know.
Neither of us answered. We said no, I didn't.
Okay. Have you ever been recognised by people in ordinary life? So, like, in real life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay. Next question.
They mostly recognize me when I don't have my leg on though.
Oh, is it?
Or like when I'm carrying my leg. They don't recognize me, they recognize the legs.
The-
I'm just the holder of the props, you know?
Yeah.
The host.
Yeah, I'm just the host. They're like, oh my gosh, can I see the I'm like, "Okay, don't touch it.
Please.
It's my biggest fear is that like the bigger it gets on TikTok is like someone is gonna like try to snatch it.
Oh my god, and run.
Yeah.
That's
I would be so I would probably have to laugh for a second because like that's outrageous. But like also like please don't snatch my leg.
don't do
Yeah,
that.
That would I would no
Disclaimer. Don't do
disclaimer,
that.
don't do it. If you see Tina, leave her there.
Yeah.
Your turn.
It's always it's such a I don't know how to react.
So nice. Like, when people
Yeah.
come up to you. Because I don't know if I saw someone famous. Not famous, but like, do you know what I mean? There's
That
some
was my
people-
next question. Do you consider yourself famous?
No.
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 Embarrassing.
Yeah.
No, but like, you know what I mean?
Not at all. I interview the famous people.
That's who I count as famous. I know.
Yeah.
Right, no. But like, I think it's so nice. Like,
It is. Imagine you're like, yeah, I'm famous.
No, but what if you would have been like, no? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, yeah, no, that's embarrassing. She would have just sat there like, oh.
Oh, I thought we were. Are we not?
She's like, sis.
so
Yeah.
I think it's nice, but people have the confidence to like go up to you and
Yeah.
be so nice. Like, oh, are you on TikTok? I've had it a few times where I've been at absolute mall in a club and people have come to me being like, history, and I'm like,
They just shout random word history.
and I'm like, yes.
I've got told like, you do interviews. I'm like, yeah, and then they're just like, cool, and they walk
I
off.
don't
I'm
know
like,
what to say
yeah.
apart from thank you.
Yeah. It's actually such an honor because I'm like, oh my god, you see my
Yeah.
stuff,
Yeah.
and my stuff's mainly about the people I'm speaking to, less about me.
Yeah.
So it's really weird. Like I get all like, oh,
I just took a page from Zendaya's book. So whenever someone comes up to me and they're like, oh my gosh, hi. I love your TikToks. I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you. What's your
what's your
name?
name? Yeah,
Period.
Nice.
yeah, make it
Nice.
personal.
Yes. And it makes
Personal.
such a difference.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Queen
'Cause if
Zendaya
they
teaching us
if
life.
someone told me that, I'd be like, oh my god, you want to know my name?
So I don't know what to say because I'm like, I'm so grateful for someone coming up to me and I don't want to come across like
Stuck up.
arsey or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fully- I
it's just
fully
because
get
it
that.
takes me off guard, so I just don't know what to say. apart
Yeah.
from-
Do you guys feel like you have to be like switched on all the time? That means,
No.
or look presentable all the time,
No.
or
No.
feel a type of way all the time?
No.
Yeah, good.
I love looking like a bum.
Oh, me too.
So when people see me in real life, they're like, oh, I can approach her.
Yeah, she's approachable. Listen, I'm either in like a red carpet outfit or I'm in PJs. There's no
Yeah.
in between.
I had someone come up to me in Stratford Mall and she was like so cute with her baby. I looked like someone had just like dragged me through the mud all the way from Mexico. And I was just like, she's like, can I take a picture? I'm like,
Now,
and I looked at her, I was like, no, I told her, I was like, girl, now you know I don't look good, but go ahead. Go ahead. Don't tag me.
I don't want to see it.
Don't tag me, but yeah, we can take a picture, girl.
Sometimes I've had people DM me being like, I've just walked past you in the street, like you were wearing this.
Yeah.
I'm just like, No.
Those
I had
ones
that
freak
too.
me out.
I had that. I saw you at the airport, but I was too scared to say hi. I was like, don't look at me.
It's bad because I have the face of a slapped ass. Like when I'm just like walking around normally, and they're gonna think I'm right. Like, do you know what I mean? But like, 'cause I don't know. Not that I don't smile at people.
Do you have a
If they look at
resting
me, I'll be like,
face?
a little bit. I'm just
I
like,
mix it.
just when I'm walking around, it's that's why I get a bit like paranoid when people DM me that.
I love it. I'm like, you should have just come and said hi. Just come and say
just
hi,
that,
like,
I
please.
don't mind it.
Yeah.
It's lovely.
I love it when people come and say hi.
I feel like I do have like a standing like face, but the worst thing is when I hear someone like calling out is
Yeah.
I cannot control that my face is always like,
What you want?
but it's always
Yeah.
it's just like that's like my
Hello.
what like who like, and then I feel like they immediately are probably like, oh, never mind, I got her on I've pissed her off for the day, and I'm like,
It's not.
no, I'm sorry, it's not you, it's just I always look like a lost puppy.
Yeah,
An angry lost puppy.
my resting face is confused.
Yeah.
Or like permanently all the
I
time.
just go into defense mode because like being in public terrifies me.
I love that
The
part.
outside world scares me.
That's
That's
why we make videos online. Ironically.
in my house. Yeah, period.
Is TikTok your long-term career plan?
No.
Yes and no.
Yeah.
Yes and no, because I've had. If it wasn't for TikTok, I wouldn't be here today. So
Yeah.
I don't want to like go off the app and like be like, oh, like I don't time for that. I'm too big for TikTok. I don't think I'd ever want to be like that because I feel like you should never forget your roots. Do you know what I mean? I
Yeah.
feel like I'd still want to post on it no matter what I did, unless the app like deleted tomorrow.
Oh.
I would still want to be
In there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Too soon?
Yeah.
Oops.
But that's why I would.
Yeah.
That's
Mm.
actually the only reason why I immediately said no was because it so it quickly was like taken away,
Mm.
It
and
could happen any time, really. It's
Yeah.
scary.
but it's like do I see that being my like I think the question was like my full time
Yeah.
thing forever?
A long term.
No, it's not my long term job, but like you said, I do fully agree.
Mm.
Like it'll always be a part of what I do, but I would love to get to a point where it's like I can just like fully do and like bring people along with what I'm doing on my day to day without the like
Mhm.
pressure or stress of like I have to do this. Because then yes, TikTok, I think it's one of those apps where obviously everybody where when it was gone, like we felt that like that. It was really emotional, I think, for a lot of people because it's like you grew and you had so much like individuality that you didn't even know you had until you got on the app because it's easy to pull up and do. And like I said, I have 100 drafts, so it's easy for me to make stuff just to do it, just to test it out. So it wouldn't be a part of like my career, but it would be a part of my journey
Yeah.
as long as I can.
I think it's part of the journeys. Like that's how it started. Yeah, connect with people and include them on your way, but having that relying on it scares me.
Yeah.
It scares me. I don't know why.
Yeah. I think
Um,
it's any of these apps scare me.
And I think the aim is always like, how do you go from social media to an actual personal brand and business, right? When you think about it in the long term, like
Yeah,
how do
sort
you?
of go hand
But
in
they
hand now.
exactly.
Yeah, they definitely do.
People are like other companies are saying like who's big on who's big on these apps and
Yeah.
how can
Because
they
you've
fit
built
with
that
us?
community, which
Of
is
course, yeah.
an audience that people want to connect to, and whether that's a new audience that they've not kind of targeted already, or it's just the ones that you're so close with that they trust you. It's like, it's what they want. So
Are trolls something that you encounter, and how do you deal with them?
that's a good question.
Yeah.
I encounter trolls every day on a daily basis, and whether that's because of what I look like, what I'm wearing, what I'm doing, anything. There's always something.
Yeah.
It's just got to be in one ear out the other, innit? It's just got to be that.
I love that.
That's it. Like I've just got to buy.
I think the problem is with like trolls and stuff. They don't see you as a person.
100%.
Facts.
Do you know what I mean? They
Facts.
see you as like something that's on your screen. They'll see me
Yeah.
as someone that's like got a green screen behind you and going, oh.
TV show almost.
Yeah.
I think so. I feel like that's why people have the confidence because they feel disconnected from someone. So I feel.
I think that's a way that
Yeah.
we can see them as well. Like, oh, this is just a random person online who doesn't actually know you.
00112,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the yeah. I think.
It's weird. People do have balls. Like they really.
Yeah, where are you getting this like tongue cheek, audacity, gall and gumption? Like, why?
Yeah.
For what? Like, I would never think to go on someone's page.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand.
Even on a spam page.
Yes.
Like I would be
You do that.
embarrassed.
Yeah.
Like I honestly, how I deal with trolls, and my suggestion to anybody, if you don't know how to deal with them, block them.
Yeah.
It's your page.
It's
You
fine to
delete
do so.
delete the comment, block them.
You don't need to react. You don't need to. Yeah. I mean, I love those videos that people like find trolls like actual lives.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen those videos
Yeah.
where they'll find their like troll comments and they'll be like searching on who they are, which school they went to, and they're like, you have everything about you on the internet. Calm down.
Yeah.
Relax.
So I feel like can damage your confidence because I had a troll. This is when I only had a couple thousand followers as well, like before anything went viral. And it still sticks. I remember them saying like, oh, I hate your accent. You're just like a thick northerner. You're like making history, like whatever. And I was just like, that's such a weird thing to say, especially because like I was only started out and my confidence wasn't like where it is now. Not that I'm like super confident now, but it was just, I don't know, it's something that sticks a little bit, but again, you just have to move on.
Yeah.
It was weird for someone to type out a whole ass paragraph.
Oh, yeah.
To end up...
Yeah, they got time.
Yeah.
They have time.
Mhm.
Yeah, we've got to remember that.
Yeah.
So
I remember
weird.
when I did my first ever interview for Yahoo in 2017.
Amazing.
I had someone, because I was talking about like how I feel like it's a blessing to, you know, to have been born the way I am and stuff. This one comment has stuck with me my entire life, and it doesn't bother me like it used to, but it was so quick, and it was just like, the person was just like, there's no way she thinks that she was blessed to be born like this. Like, that's not a blessing, babe. And I'm like, dang, that's. I was like,
Bye.
whoa. But you know what?
Bye. Bye.
Y'all ain't saying nothing I ain't said to myself before, so y'all ain't hurting my feelings. So
In one ear, out the other ear.
you know what I'm saying?
In one ear, out the other.
Really,
Sorry.
we're like the only people that can hurt our feelings.
Yeah, end of the day.
Yeah. And after that, it's like I troll myself more than anybody.
So you can't hurt me. You can't hurt me.
I'm like, babe, before you made that comment, I thought about it. So.
Yeah. I look in the mirror every day.
I'm like, oh my god, be original. Delete. I'm not gonna have any
Boring.
unoriginal comments on my page. That wasn't even clever.
Be different.
Yeah. Ugh.
God, yeah.
Oh, well.
Over it, over troll. Listen, we can't make everyone happy, so bye.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Can you imagine like the people that you disagree with like certain things? Do you want to make those people happy? Because that means you'd have to agree with what they're agreeing with.
Yeah.
I'll pass. No, I'd rather make you uncomfortable with my success. That's fine. I'm not going nowhere.
Listen, at least they're talking.
Yeah. And I ain't moving. So.
Bye.
No matter what you post, people are gonna get pissed off at something.
That's what I mean.
So,
Yeah.
I feel like these people feel like they have that entitlement because you're online. You've put your content out, so I can say anything.
Yeah.
Fine, cool, do it. I'm just going to delete it.
Okay.
Do it.
I think we need to start encouraging people to delete comments.
Delete your comments.
It's like,
it's okay.
Instead of people being like, oh, she's deleting comments.
Yes,
and,
I am.
Yeah,
Yes, I am.
and about to delete yours. So
Moving up. I love that TikTok allows that. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you.
Don't remove it.
Yeah. If TikTok didn't want me to do it, it wouldn't be a feature. So
Yeah.
clearly, I'm gonna delete it. What's your next step?
Don't. Why?
Or like, I won't
Yeah,
say like that.
yeah.
That's extremely vague. But like, I will say like, what's your next? Like, what have you been currently pushing toward?
Oh,
I want to present my own show. I'm saying it right here. I'm
Beautiful.
manifesting it right. I want my own show. I want my own fashion line.
Congratulating
That's it.
you ahead of time.
Thank you so much.
Well,
It will happen.
Congratulations in
It's
advance.
gonna happen.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
that's a good question. I didn't think that this time last year I'd be doing what I'm doing
Yeah.
now, so
Yeah.
I'm just trying to be grateful for everything. But I don't again like have my own program or something. Do another history book. Finish my degree. Not have a mentee be.
I definitely my next step is getting into acting. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can see that.
I'd love to be in like either an action
Mm.
or I think one of my new dream roles, which like came out the blue after in like the last few years, is I would love to be in an action, not a superhero movie. I'd love to be like a superhero.
Oh my god, I can see that.
Or I'd play the villain, one of the two. I don't know.
Mm.
I'd
Yum,
want
yum,
to
yum.
like. I just think that we could do something so cool with my leg, and
Yeah.
that's like the type of movie or movies where you can like really get into it. And we don't have a superhero yet with like any type of limb difference. Crazy.
Listen, let's make it happen. I'll interview for it. We'll
Yeah.
promote it. Bam, bam, bam.
There you go. We got the whole thing.
Collab sorted.
And then when it
History of it.
exactly
History, and she's gonna write it basically. You're gonna write it.
yes.
Yeah.
She's gonna document history in the making.
Yes,
That's right. Yes,
Gonna
ma'am.
make
I
it.
know that's right.
So,
Yeah.
Oh, guys, it was lovely to chat to you all.
Likewise.
I'm
a lot
emotional.
of-
This is cute. You guys are cool. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. I hope.
Yeah, that was insincere. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching us today on Cosmo UK.
I hope you guys got as close as we let you as close as we could let you. So,
Yeah, we've opened our hearts and souls. So
until next time.
Be
farewell.
Bye.
safe.
Bye.
Au revoir, as the French say.
Oh,
Right?
yes.
Okay.
That was the worst goodbye I've ever done in my life.